more. Arvind Kejriwal has now tweeted, and I'm quoting him, Manish was first arrested by the CBI. CBI did not find any evidence. No money was found in the raid. There is a bail hearing tomorrow. Manish would have been released tomorrow. So today, ED arrested him. They have only one aim, to keep Manish inside at all costs by creating new fake cases every day. The public is watching. Public will answer. Those are the words of Arvind Kejriwal. Again, on expected lines, Arunima continues to be with us. Arunima, the CBI arrested Manish Sisodia on February 26th and he was sent to judicial custody till March 28th. Now the question is that CBI has confronted Mr. Sisodia and questions were asked about the key witness in this case, who is the former Excise Commissioner, Mr. Gopi Krishna. Now we have another set of investigation which were parallelly being conducted by the Enforcement Directorate, which is looking at the money laundering charge. Now, is it right for Mr. Kejriwal to say that the CBI found nothing against him, that there is no evidence that the CBI could find in these days?
But too early to say whether CBI found anything or not. CBI has already said that they were seeking to question him because there were files that had gone missing, and they wanted Mr. Sisodia to answer as to where these files were. They said during the remand note in Rouse Avenue Court, they said that Mr. Sisodia has not been cooperating, and therefore I don't think they have moved any further in getting information from him per se about where those missing files are. But during the course of questioning, when he's confronted with evidence on record or in terms of papers, there could be more leads for the investigating officer to go and find that crucial evidence. So CBI insists that it is still on the job and a supplementary charge sheet will be filed. They say that the reason they did not press for further custody of Mr. Sisodia is because they felt that there could be nothing more that could be obtained with him in custody.
But Arunima, Mr. Sisodia, as the Aam Aadmi Party is saying, he has not been named in the 3 charge sheets that have been filed so far. 2 by the Enforcement Directorate and 1 by the CBI. And in the case, but after his arrest, the charge sheet will be filed is what the officials are saying, that it will be a supplementary charge sheet. Then Mr. Kejriwal, for him to say that he would have got bail tomorrow, had it not been for the ED to arrest him, what really will be the defense or argument by Manish Sisodia's counsels?
Well, 2, 3 things. First, the fact that he's accused number 1 in CBI's charge sheet, and yet he was not in his CBI's FIR, and yet he was not named in the charge sheet. That is definitely something that Manish Sisodia's defense team will use to his advantage, try and use to his advantage. That if you named him as accused number 1, obviously you would have carried out some kind of preliminary inquiry before you lodged an FIR. So then on what basis did you name him accused number 1? So that's the counter from CBI is that we did not name him in the charge sheet because there was not enough evidence available. And that is what proves that this is not a political case. We are going by the law book, by the rule book. When we found evidence to confront him, we arrested him and we questioned him in custody. Before that, we questioned him and let him go because there was not enough evidence available. The second charge that Aam Aadmi Party has made is that there was nothing found in Mr. Sisodia's premises, in his bank lockers, nothing found on him. So where is the bribe money? CBI's allegation and also the Enforcement Directorate's allegation is that the entire bribe money was channelized for election purposes, for election funding. And they have some evidence, even though 100 crore is the bribe amount they're talking about, they have so far come up with 75 lakh figure for Goa elections, which was allegedly paid to surveyors. They're also alleging that some money, not specified amount, but some money was paid to those who were into advertising and voting for Aam Aadmi Party. And those people apparently have told CBI that how they were told by Vijay Nair to deflate the bills. The bills then were paid by check, but the rest of the amount was paid by cash because this was hawala money. All of this is what Enforcement Directorate wants evidence of, and that's why they say they want to question Mr. Sisodia. Was he aware of what Vijay Nair was doing? In ED's charge sheet at one place, even Mr. Kejriwal's name figures. ED does not name him as an accused, but does say that in a video call Vijay Nair made with the South Group from a Delhi hotel, reportedly Mr. Kejriwal picked up the phone and said that, Vijay Nair is his boy. Mera ladka hai is what the ED charge sheet mentions. So they do want to question Mr. Sisodia to know about his linkages with Vijay Nair, whether he was aware of what Nair was doing, and most importantly, where is the missing money?
Where is the missing money? That is the primary question, and that is the reason why this entire money trail will be established by the Enforcement Directorate because he has been arrested under PMLA. Arnima, you know, we are talking about the profit margin for wholesalers, which was jacked up to 12% from initial 5%, and that was done allegedly at the behest of the South lobby, of which, BRS is being seen as a primary player, as the ED is alleging. Is there a possibility that Arun Pillai, who has already been arrested by the investigating agency, he could be confronted as well? There could be a joint questioning between him and also Manish Sisodia.
Well, that's for the investigating officer to decide, but we must point out to our viewers that K. Kavita of the BRS, whose associate Pillai is allegedly, she has been summoned by ED as well. So will it just be limited to Mr. Pillai's, confrontation with Mr. Sisodia, or will we see a, questioning or face-to-face questioning of Mr. Sisodia and K. Kavita as well? All of this is in the realm of speculation at the moment, because ED currently is focusing only on convincing the court that they do need to get Mr. Sisodia into their custody to interrogate him, for how many days do they need that custodial interrogation. Everything else will follow. But like I have been pointing out, PMLA is designed in a way that it is loaded in favor of the investigating officer. The defense, whatever they might argue in the courtroom, the fact is that now, as per the act, the onus is on Mr. Sisodia to prove that what is being alleged, what he's being accused of, that he's not guilty of that.
Taking bail has become almost difficult in the newly amended PMLA, which has now shifted the burden of proof of innocence onto the accused rather than the prosecution. Arunima, appreciate your time.